Good day, hello world, and today you're welcome to Cedric Craft channel. I'm Jackie Cedric, and I'm so happy to have all of you on this channel today. Thanks for your comments, likes, and all that. If you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell. And what I'm going to be doing today in some few minutes is just what I call the 6 pieces skirt with godets. Well, I have a 6 pieces skirt on this channel, but it was live streamed and the quality of the video is not superb. So I just have to do this video to give you a good quality, and more so I'm updating into fixing godet to it, and also what I'm going to be doing it for 8 years. So that was 1.5, but this for 8 years. So come along with me. It's going to be an interesting section. If you want to know how to put out your 6 pieces pattern in a very easy way, as easy as A and B and C, and a very outstanding one, you just have to watch this video to the end. So right now to start with, we have our origin line like so. So what we want to achieve, I have just like a sample here, just the center fold, the center piece of the 6 pieces skirts, just like so. So this is what we want to be achieving right now. I want to show you something. If I want to cut this here right now, let's just start so that I don't confuse it. So this center fold, I'll be cutting. So I told you the waist measurement to be using is waist 22. Waist 22, then the hips is 26 inches, and the skirt length is 30 inches. So we get the horizontal lines for that. Remember the hips depth for this 8 years, I mean, the hips depth is 6 inches. So we regard this as a waist. So we get 6 inches for the hips depth. Then we get what? I told you the new location is 14. How did I get 14? Now actual new is 18, so I minus 4. So I got 14. So whatever your actual new is, if it's 23, you minus 3 or 4. So that will be your new location. Then this is the new location from where we start the flay. Then the skirt length is 30 inches. So I'll rule out just like so. So right now, on this waistline, let me just label this is the waistline, this is the hips line, this is the new, and this is the skirt length. So on this waistline right now, I did tell you that the waist is 22. 22, we're going to divide by 8. For this 6 pieces skirt, we'll be dividing the waist and the hips by 8 inches. So dividing by 8, 22 divided by 8 is going to give us what? 2 3/4 inch. Remember, this is the center piece. This is the center piece of the 6 pieces skirt, and this center piece, I'm just going to take this 2 1/4 inch for the waist all through to the new location. There is no allowance there. All the other allowances I need, just like this, I'll be adding them by the sides to the sides panel. So I'll just take this right now, 2 1/4 inch. I'll take 2 1/4 inch on the waist. Whatever your waist is, if it's 33, like mine is 34, I'll divide by 8. So whatever I get, I'll take it just like so. This 2 1/2. So these 2 3/4. Then I'll do what? Then I'll achieve my flay. Like here we have like how many inches flay here? We have like 5 1/4 inch flay. By the time you open it, while you're cutting, please note that you cut this middle panel. If you're cutting directly on your fabric, you cut on fold like I have it, so such that by the time you open, it's going to be this way. Then the side panel will be just by it, and another side panel will be by the side. So you have your full 6 pieces panel of god skirt, just like that. 6 pieces god skirt or panel skirt. Then I'm going to add godet to it. So just like so. Right now, I'll just determine from this position. I'll get the horizontal measurements right now. Then I'll determine what I want to be using for the flare. I need the horizontal. I'll take the vertical line. Then I'll now determine what I want to use for the flare. Like I did see here. Let me use like 5 1/4 inch, just like so. It all depends on what flay you want to achieve. Maybe, what's it called? 12 inches flay, 11 inches flay. Whatever flay you want to achieve is free to go. So you just draw down like so. And that's it. You have, so here, you just label it as the center piece of the front panel of your what? 6 pieces skirt. 6 pieces skirt. So you just have it just like so. This is the center piece. So right now I'll do what? I'll just cut out. This is the center piece. So whatever is your own measurement, your adult measurement, you just achieve it just like so, and then you cut out. Yeah. So having this right now, I want to achieve this side flay. Achieving this side flay, I want you to note something. It's not going to be possible for me to start via this origin. Having the side panel just like so, remember it's going to be 2 pieces, you open, unfold. You have the side panel, you have the center panel, center piece of the 6 pieces skirt like so. So what do we want to cut right now? We want to cut the side panel. And to cut this side panel, I want you to take note of something. Remember that this is a side panel that has been cut out before. We cut it as right now. So look at the lower part. There is no allowance for this flay here. So I'll have to shift on the vertical axis before I start to a point that will allow me ease of movement on this lower part. Assuming I cut the flay towards the left hand side, towards the right hand side like so, the ease of movement that I'll be needing will just be like 3 inches to achieve my flay. But so far I cut the flay towards my left hand side like this. So I'll be needing like 6 inches ease, as in I'll move away from the origin about 6 inches. Look at it. Before I'll be able to achieve my flay, just like so. So 6 inches. So by the time I move away 6 inches before I start from the origin, I'll be able to achieve this flay just like that, and it will be pretty cool. So 6 inches allowance on the vertical axis from the origin to the hips line, and then to the new location. You know, it's from the new location we are going to achieve our flay that forms the 6 cord skirt or 6 pieces skirt. So from this point right now, this is where I'll start taking the dimensions for this part of my 6 pieces skirt, the side panel. I'll explain again. I have to create this allowance so that by the time I get to this new location here, I'll be able to achieve my flay to the right, then to the left. So I'll start taking the measurement right now from the 6 inches allowance. Stand right now the horizontal dimensions of the measurements. So remember, we have the waist to be 22 inches. 22 inches divided by 8 gave us 2 3/4 inch. I've been saying that since we started. You divide your waist by 8, whatever it gives you. So you take it on this waistline, 2 3/4 inch. Then we're going to be adding 2.5 inches allowance. This 2.5 inches allowance is going to make up for all the allowance, joining allowance, and stitching, what is it called? All the allowance that we need in this skirt. Remember, I added 2.5 inches allowance so that I'll be able to have ease. So what I'll do is just that I'll take the origin, this 2.5 inches, I'll take it across board, just like so. 2.5 inches. Like all this right now, let me just use 6.5 inches for my allowance before I start. So I'll draw a straight line so that will not be confusing to us. So we are leaving 6.5 inches for our vertical allowance. These are vertical allowance here that will allow us ease of movement. So this is our origin. Right now we now start taking our measurements, horizontal measurements, parameters, just like that. So on this waistline right now, I'm going to take the waist. The waist is 22 divided by 8 gave us 2 3/4. 2 3/4. So this 2 3/4 inches, just like so. 2 3/4 inches, just like so. Then I come here, and for this, I said that for all this measurement, this 2 3/4 inch right now, we're going to be having 2.5 inches allowance. That will serve for all the allowance we need on this 6-piece skirt. So 2 3/4 inch for the waist, proper, 2 3/4 inch for the waist proper, then 2.5 inches allowance. Then I'll come here to the hips. The hips is 26 inches divided by 8. That will give us 3/4 inch, 3.25 inch. So I'll come here, this 3/4 inch, 3.25. Then I'll take 2.5 inches allowance also. Then for this, what is it called? New location. So far this, I have 3/4 inch here. I'll just remove half inch, or you could remove 1 inch so that the shape goes inside. So I'll make this, I'll just say, let me just say all the measurement I have here, 6 inches. I'll reduce it by 1 inch. So I'll make this new location 5. If you want it to be much shapy, you can make it 4.5 or thereabouts. So right now, our 6 pieces is just ready. It's just as easy as A and B and C. We connect the waist to the hips, then to the new location. Remember, this is the waist, this is the hips, this is the new location, then this is the skirt length. So you just connect the waist. You can use your cuff to your hips cuff to whatever you have. Just use it to connect. So we already have it like this. So what do we do right now? We just draw out our flare. You indicate the type of flare you want. So I told you we're using like 11 inches flare. So I'll just make sure that it's even on both sides. We have 5 inches here. So let me say, I'll just make sure that the flare goes even to both sides. So there are no hard and fast screw to this. You could have 10 inches flare, 12 inches flare. It all depends on your fabric, the extent of fabric you have. That's what will determine the number of flare you're going to be achieving. This is the skirt length. So that's what will determine the extent of flare you'll be achieving. So let's see like this. So with this, the side panel of your 6-piece skirt is out. You can see it's pretty good. Just so easy, so easy. And for this, you'll be having 2. You'll be having 1 for the front panel and 1 for the back panel. So let's just cut out like so. You'll be having 2 for the front panel and you'll be having 2 for the back panel. So right now, we have this side panel and the center panel. So we have what you just need right now left is what? The center back panel. The center back panel. With this panel right now, you just cut 3 more. If you cut on fold before, that means you have 2 panels, side panel for the front. So you just cut 2 again for the back. So you mind the position of your, 2 will be in front like so. Let me just see this. They have same height. 2 will be in front like so. This will be one piece. This will be another piece in front like so. Then 2, you have the middle panel in front like so. When you cut on fold and you open, just like so, you're gonna have it like so. So you have this for the 6 pieces front panel. So it's because this is just one that I cut, and this is a bit. So this is just one. It's just like one side. So by the time you want to cut for the other side, you just turn like so, and for the back panel, so you have it just like so. After that, what you have to cut right now is just the center piece of the back panel. And if you're going to be using an elastic band, you don't need to cut the center piece of the back panel because it's just same like this because there is no zipper allowance. But if you're going to be using zipper, remember that your 6 pieces are strung to 7 pieces skirt. Because of the zipper, you'll be having 4 pieces at the back and 3 pieces in front. So that's why you now just have to create the zipper allowance and just to use these measurements, and it's very, very easy as A, B, and C. But if you're going to be using elastic, you don't need to cut any other back piece again. This is the same back piece. You just cut another. Now to achieve the center piece of our back panel of the 6 pieces skirt is pretty easy. Once you have the front, the center piece of the front panel, just like so. Remember, they are just same. The difference is just that there is zipper allowance for the back panel. But in case you are not using zipper for the back panel, then you are good to go with this center piece. But you just make sure that you cut on fold, just as I've shown earlier on, and you just have to fix your elastic to it. So, but if you are using the zipper, then you have to do this. Just place like so. You place the center piece of the back on the front panel. You place the center piece of this front panel like so. So you just cut out. Before you cut out, you affix your zipper allowance. So just take the 1-inch zipper allowance across both and you are good to go. 1-inch zipper allowance. I'll take that from the waistline. You indicate it with this slant like so. That's this the zipper allowance. So right now you have your center piece of the back panel of the 6 pieces skirt just like so. You have your zipper allowance and you just do what? You just cut out just like so. So just like so. We have the side piece, we have the center piece like so. We have the center piece. So you have your 6 panel skirts just like so. 6 panel skirt just like so. You have the sides panel, then you have the middle panel as in the center panel. I just put that as the back panel for the zipper. So what are we gonna be doing right now? We want to get the, what's it called? We want to achieve the godets or the fish part of it. So we've said it's 16 inches. So you're just going to achieve it in a triangular way up to the length and you just affix it. For the godets, remember you'll be affixing it from, this is the side panel and this is the middle panel. It's going to stand in between the side and the middle panel. And remember that the middle panel is going to be facing like so. It's going to be having 2 sides. Fish side. It's also called the fish or whatever you're affixing to it. So you'll be able to affix it here and here. But let me just use this to explain to us right now. So you have your normal paper like so, and you just fold to the length of the godet you want to achieve. So we'll be affixing it here. We have 16 inches here, just like so. 16 inches. So 16 inches, just like so. So we just fold the godets and you achieve your 16 inches. Make sure you take your fabric like so and just fold like a cone or a triangle like so, and it's pretty easy. Just to give it more flowing effect on the lower part. So you check your 16 inches if it's up to, just like so. So easy as A and B and C. So you connect appropriately. So with this you have a budget just like your cone. So by the time you be affixing, remember it's going to be like this. So you just stitch like so. From the reverse side, you stitch like so. And just do it. So you stitch, make sure that this edge of the triangle, you get it here on this one part, just like so. By the time you're stitching, you get it at the new location like so, and this side is glued to the end line just like so. Then you come to the other parts, so you stitch just like so, and make sure that the triangle is just this shape of the triangle. You stitch them together such that this all these three meet together as one line. So, and you stitch. Can you see right now? So can you see that it gives the 6 pieces more flay on the lower part? It's going to be really curvy and flowing just like that. So with this, you are pretty good with your godets on the 6 pieces skirt. It all depends on how full you want it to be, and that's your 6 pieces skirt. Pretty cool. We have the side panel. Remember, I am still repeating this side panel. You do 3 more, 1 with the hair and 2 at the back. Then you have your centerpiece of the front panel. By the time you cut it on fold like so, just like you have it here, you cut on fold like so. When you open it, it's going to be opening up just like so. Then you have your other side panel just like so. So making up your 6 pieces in front. Then for the back panel, remember you have fixed the godet on this side also. You create another godet here. You can also create on the back, and the skirt will really be flowing on the lower pattern. That's it. So it's as easy as A and B and C. That's it on today's class. So this is the back panel, the zipper allowance, just like so. You are good to go. Remember, the zipper allowance for the back is just going to be like this. By the time you open up like so, I think I have a back panel that has a zipper allowance. So by the time you open up like so, it's going to be like this. So it's going to be like this. So then you have this side, and you also have this side of the skirt. So the skirt is going to be this way on the back. So the zipper allowance will be like so. You have the back panel just like so. Then if you want to fix your what's it called, godet to it, you just say like so. So it's pretty good having you in today's class. On today's class, achieving the 6 pieces skirt with godet. It's as easy as A and B and C. Don't forget, if this video has been helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Then those of you that want to register for our online classes, I want to tell you, you're going to get the best. Central Fashion School, Central Fashion School, and do follow us on Instagram, Central Fashion. You can also follow us on our other channel, Central's Blog.